There's bike stores, and then there's bike shops. With a bike store, the relationship is purely transactional. Get your bike and get out. But with a bike shop, there's something more personal going on, and it's not just that. Most good bike shops will invite you to sit down on their couch. This past week, I visited Faith Gear in New Taipei, Taiwan. Not everyone has access to a good bike shop, so let's take a closer look at Faith Gear, which is one of Taiwan's dedicated fixed gear shops. First, we'll take a look at what Faith Gear is all about, and second, we'll take a tour of the shop, so you can feast your eyes on some serious bike candy. Faith Gear was founded by this very nice man named Hao Xiang. I'm really sorry if I butchered your name. 对不起，我的中文不好，我的家在美国。6 to 7 years ago, Hao Xiang really got into fixed gear bikes, and he wanted to share this incredibly fun form of transportation with people. Everybody knows about mountain bikes and everybody knows about road bikes, but at this point, fixed riding was still an underground trend that only hipsters and tree roots were a part of. Life is supposed to be fun and shared in good company, so Hao Xiang started a dedicated fixed gear bike shop to share his passion with more people and build a community in Taipei that embodies the fixed gear culture. A culture where people can express themselves through their builds and where people are serious about riding, but not so serious that they can't stop at a night market for some shaved ice because they're on a strict diet to build their quads to be as fast as possible. Sure, you could buy a fixed gear bike at one of the many other bike shops in Taipei, but bike shops don't exist purely for the purpose of selling bikes. They exist to build and serve a community. With that said, the stock a shop carries is still extremely important. These days, most mid-range and high-end bike components are made in Taiwan, but they're designed by foreign companies and made for foreign markets. With Faith Gear, one of the points was to showcase that Taiwan can kick just as much ass at design as they do at manufacturing. Thus, a lot of Faith Gear stock will be designed by Taiwanese companies and made in Taiwan. Faith Gear sits snugly in an alleyway in New Taipei. Upon arrival, you'll immediately be assaulted, in a good way, by some shiny bike candy from names that are familiar in the West, like Engine 11, Argon 18, and Fuji, as well as local names like Proudcat and Revolve. Displayed in the window, we have aluminum racing machines from Mossy and BMC. Once you step inside the shop, you'll be greeted by a friendly face working on a bike right on the shop floor and not in some mysterious back room where you don't know what they're doing to your bike. On the back wall, you'll find a frame set that embodies the shop's crafted in Taiwan sentiment. An aluminum Revolve, complete with stiff aluminum tubing, a tapered head tube, and integrated seat post. As if the frame set didn't already look fast enough, it's rocking a carbon fast-forward wheel set, just to drive the point home. On the right wall, you'll find 2 rows of frames. The top holds the sickest aluminum frames you can imagine, from Proudcat to Colossi to Look to Chinelli. On the lower row, you'll find an array of sparkly steel Proudcats, capped off by a hair track frameset. This frameset is constructed of heat-treated Reynolds steel that gives the lugs and ends of the tubes a deep flamed finish. And if you take a peek around the corner in the hallway, you'll find this beauty built as a commuter. And if this hair doesn't tickle your fancy, right above it lies a Chinelli mash. If you turn around in this hallway, you can pick your poison from a variety of handlebars. And right below that, you can feast your eyes upon Father 2's Altar chain rings. Over on the front end of the hallway, you'll find a display stand finished with commuter-friendly accessories. And right next to that is a glass case displaying the tried and true 44RN chainring. If you find yourself not ready to make the plunge for some bike candy, you can move to the back room and treat yourself with fixed gear soft goods. But if you enter the back room expecting something a little more exciting, you won't be disappointed either. On the top section of the left wall is the wildest event in Taiwan you'll see. And if that was too exciting for you, perhaps these 2 track frames will do the trick. Back on the main floor, we have some classy and of course sparkly track frames from Razer. In the left section of the main floor, you'll spot 2 Centurio frame sets along with an Engine 11 Vortex strategically placed in front of the obligatory couch so you can contemplate which non-vital organs to sell to build up these rides. On the back wall are 2 Columbus tubing lugged frame sets from Proudcat with chrome lugs and left undrilled for brakes to ensure maximum fixie points. And while you're kicking back on the couch, you can scan through Polaroids of customers and their shiny new rides because this shop actually cares about their customers. On the back shelf, you can protect your noggin with the Made in Taiwan K+ helmets, and right below that protection, you can pick up some lube for you know what. And if that protection and lube wasn't enough for you, you can swing over to the far left wall and protect your bike with an Abyss lock. Or you can just make your bike a pleasure to feel and ride by outfitting it with an alter stem or any color bar tape you can imagine. And if all these choices are making your head spin, we're not going to throw the brakes on just yet, as you can find a wheel set to fit any budget, from the affordable event and push wheels to the custom-built and ballin' Araya SA730s. If all these options are a little too rich for your blood, Faith Gear has got you covered too, as you can build up a more affordable loop frame set. Or you could build a Bianchi. Up to you. And Faith Gear just won't let the party stop as they keep spinning the cut with the Alter vinyl chain rings. But as you're leaving the shop with your freshly built fixed gear to tear up the streets, remember to keep your faith. If you want to watch more fixed gear videos just like this one, consider hitting the subscribe button to become a subscriber. And if you've already ridden your bike today, why don't you reward yourself by watching The Case for Bike Shops, where I explain why bike shops are worth the little extra money over shopping online. And if you haven't ridden your bike today, close down your device right now, stop watching me, hop on your bike, and have a reasonably dangerous day.